So I slept with one of my friend's boyfriends overnight, but she let me.
She let me?
She watched.
What?
She frothed it. And we also filmed it, so.
Ooh, wow. Marcus, your wife's friend just posted something. Unhinged TikToks.
Oh, God.
Hey guys, so I'm gonna quit right now. It's hard for me because I love this job and I worked here for a year and I actually really like it, but the managers...
This is what I love about TikTok and the world, is that back in my day, we didn't know what happened when someone quit. Now we get to watch people around the world quit. And it is one of the greatest gifts known to man.
It is hilarious actually seeing the level of effort people go to when they quit a job.
New ones are being really mean to me. And I still have to mop and sweep, so I'm not gonna just quit and leave it for them to clean.
Hold on.
That's not good enough. As if you're gonna quit, don't do the work.
I was gonna say, don't do it half-assed.
If you're gonna quit, don't work.
Yeah, I
feel bad, so I'm gonna hop out the window when I'm done, and I quit, and I'm gonna hop out the window. But first, I'm gonna sweep and do my job, and then leave because I don't want to leave them with all the work, you know. I have a new job at Export Fitness anyway, so I was gonna quit anyway. So they're being mean right now, so that's my fucking chance to take, you know.
Always good to be like, yeah, I'm quitting this job, but I'm going to go work at this other job. Because, you know, normally when you have a resume and stuff and you apply for a job, even if you had the worst workplace ever, you always say, yeah, I loved it. It was such a great place. Everyone was so friendly, blah, 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 blah. You don't go and make it known to the whole world and all your friends and relatives and stuff who live in your local area who are therefore likely to somehow spread it to the people that work at this new job. You don't go and post online and say, oh yeah, I hated my previous job.
That's just...
So he just told me that the manager said I'm a lost cause. I'm quitting for sure. I'm so nervous. Watching for cars. Hey John, I quit.
I like this.
That is how you quit.
That is a good way out.
I'm not a lost cause and I quit. Goodbye.
Now, I don't know how formal it is because aren't you meant to give like a written document with notice and whatnot? But in saying that, I approve. I think more people should just climb out the window and quit.
That is actually a good way. I actually like that. That's good.
Good. I quit.
Oh, that's good.
Now this one is the
when an
opposite
employee
job
only does what's required, it's called quiet quitting. No, it's called doing your job.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Like, we live in this weird world where they've come up with these like slogans and I always find it amazing how these big businesses are so delusional. They think that people like are so excited to come to work and can't wait to put in extra hours for some shitty job they don't like, but they just need the money. Like, how do businesses not know that people just want the money? We don't give a flying crap about your, oh, here are our core goals and we live by the motto of this and we're helping the world in making
Don't talk to me about
coffee
that
cups.
stuff. It's just...
We're changing the world one coffee cup at a time. Just think of the impact you're having by writing code for a coffee company. The world would not go on if you did not write that code for that coffee cup.
I love how large organizations love to come up with, try and make their employees feel better about what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, the CEO who won't speak to you if you walk past them and probably won't acknowledge your existence loves to say how we have such a fun and vibrant atmosphere at this office. That's why we all have to be stuck in the office and locked in so that we can all enjoy the culture. You know, the corporate culture. It's all about the culture. It's the culture at this place where we're making coffee cups. The culture of our Asian sweatshop. You know, it's all about the culture that we get to enjoy.
After you've done work for a certain period of time, you do get to a point where it's just a job and you just want to do it and get paid in that.
And piss off with your culture.
If I'm supposed to go above and beyond, then so should my pay. Don't expect something for nothing, right? Or does that only apply to poor people?
Yeah, my employees show up every day, but they don't dress up like Santa Claus and bring me toys, so they're lazy.
That's it. You know, I think this is the problem. Not enough employees are tipping their boss.
Tipping your boss.
Yeah, bring it in. Let's tip our bosses, everyone.
Tip your boss.
Yeah.
Oh.
20% of your salary.
Tipping your boss.
20% of your pre-tax income you should be tipping to your boss.
Oh.
How about a pay rise? You've been performing well. How about a pay decrease? I've been performing great.
Yeah.
Thanks to you, buddy.
You're lucky that an employee does their job. I've done so little at work before that it wasn't even quietly quitting. It was technically robbing.
Quiet robbing, I think. That needs to be the new term. Let's bring in quiet robbing.
Quiet robbing.
If she's got a daddy kink and she's Asian, try this on her. Why? Why?
What's the most insane actual rich person behavior that you've experienced?
When I was in college, I had a friend whose family was actually very wealthy. We were talking about how financial aid had been screwed up and I lost all my loans and scholarships. And so she asked why I didn't get my parents to do anything about it. And I said, I can't afford that. My parents don't make enough money. This girl literally grabs her cell phone, calls her dad, and says, hey, do you think you could drop a couple grand in order to pay off my friend's tuition this semester? I got my tuition, and I graduated in the same semester.
Give me her number. And if you happen to be one of those people and your parents happen to be that rich, we're two people who would appreciate you paying for anything, really.
Yes.
Buy us a coffee. Spend some money on Marcus having to be locked in the closet. For certain reasons. You know, that stuff gets expensive.
Tell me how you know your boyfriend won't cheat on you without telling me how you know your boyfriend won't cheat on you.
Hey, I'm going to bed. You coming?
Just a minute. I'm finishing here. You remember the other day where I was saying that I was bummed that these 332nd figures don't come with jetpacks? Because a lot of them had jetpacks in the show. I was able to cut the tabs off of a Jango Fett, which is kind of a bummer because obviously it's a rare figure. But I super glued the jetpack onto this guy and then put him on this floating stand, and now he has a jetpack.
You're right. That is.
Yeah, you never have to worry about him cheating on you.
You're right. He has.
Unless I think she might have got this all wrong. I'm sorry, we have to recut everything. She's wrong. If her man finds someone else who's as interested in Star Wars as her, she better worry because she's getting cheated on.
That's no chance of happening. No chance.
Wait, so what's this guy's name?
His name's Andrew Tate. He's this like self-made millionaire from Romania, and pretty much what he talks about is like the standard of relationship.
Now, at this point in the world, like if you know anything about anything in the world at all, let's just say you somehow have met a woman ever in your life, female of some description, like maybe you've had a mother, you probably should understand that even if you are like the most diehard Andrew Tate fan, bringing that up at the start of a romantic weekend is probably not going to go down well. Like, forget any like aspect of any issues with it. You just know, like, even let's just say that everyone else is wrong. Everyone's wrong about Andrew Tate and everything. Like, it's all 100% right. Forget any debate about that. The idea that you would open with that, knowing the way the world operates and how people think. At least wait until like the last night or something like that.
No, just don't in the first place.
And how they should be, and like how a man and woman should be in relationships and in society as well too.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a fact. Let me think of this. Okay, you're getting on a plane, and then.
Now, it's always good as well to like when you're in a car on a long journey, you sit the wife down, girlfriend, first date, any of those, and you get it straight with them. We're going to be listening to Andrew Tate the whole way.
It's just.
We should start a tour, like female tours. And then you're like, oh, welcome everyone on board. We're going to all these great places. Let me just hit the radio. And then the whole time you're like,
that's
everyone is listening. I don't care whether you like it or not.
Like, that is just hilarious.
This plane is going to fly through a hurricane, right? There's a 25% chance you're going to make it. 75% chance you caught up in the hurricane, you crash into the sea, and you die. Do you want a male pilot or a female pilot?
This is going to be not a great start to things.
Whether you like him or not, it's just not a topic of discussion to have if you're trying to enjoy some what I'll call quality time with your partner.
I don't know, Marcus. I think that you and your wife should have a nice weekend away, locked in a room together, just listening to Andrew Tate, staring deep into each other's eyes romantically, doing nothing, but enjoying the sweet words. Could you actually propose that to your wife? Be like, in fact, I'm going to be so generous. I'll pay for a hotel room for you both, but you're not allowed to leave the room. And you both have to stay there staring deep into each other's loving eyes.
That's
and
actual,
you just have to sit there and listen to it.
That is actual torture. That is actual torture.
One day, a boomer tax preparer calls in aggravated because he can't access the software. I asked if he was able to log into the website. He says no. I asked why. He says, I don't remember my username or password. I said, there's a button in the top right-hand corner to request a username and password recovery. He says, I don't see that. He says, it's right next to where you would put in your username and password. He says, I don't see that. I asked, do you see our website? He says, no. I asked, what do you see? He says, a picture of my 2 grandchildren.
That is why I think I lasted like a week doing tech support stuff, because it is the old people where you're like, yeah, God. And what's even worse is they get mad at you. They blame you and they're like, it's because your thing doesn't work. And you're like, well, you need to turn your computer on for one.
Oh, yeah.
So we need to start at that. And they're like, your thing should just work. And you're like, well, you need to turn your computer on, sir. And then you can't actually respond to them. So you just have to agree, yes.
I know it's right over here. Ask me, Dad, just ask somebody. Ask him right there.
Yeah, I mean, they say for old people, but even me, I don't like asking.
Where is your weed whacker string? Stay right here. I'm going to find you some help, okay? Oh, no.
Attention shoppers, we've got a dad in aisle 47 that has no idea what he's doing. So when you see him, go ahead and point and laugh.
I mean, I feel like so many people worry that that's what's going to happen when you go and ask for something. And then meanwhile, it's like some 17-year-old who doesn't want to be there and is probably just thinking of their crush the whole time and just like, oh God, when can I get home?
Yes.
They're probably half trying to hold in and I had their semi-chub because they can't stop thinking about their crush that they haven't spoken to.
Yeah.
If you made it this far, make sure to subscribe so you see our videos next time and watch one of these so you can see more wild shit.